Hi everyone, good morning and thank you, or good afternoon. It's actually noon, so I go live at noon during the weekday. So if you're just joining me now and this is your first time watching my videos, feel free to let me know your name, where you're watching from, and I'll be glad to, just get to know you more. If you do have a question, I usually create my lives curated from questions that people ask me, so I'll be able to answer your question during the live, or even after the live I could personally write out a write-up for you and answer your question. My name is Shola, and let's get to today's question. So yesterday I put out a question asking people to share what their issues are about their hair, and a lot of people were asking about this one thing. They were asking about, why is my hair not growing? My hair has stopped growing. My hair grows slowly. My hair doesn't grow the way that I want it to grow. So let's do this. I'm going to remove my glasses and we'll tackle that question. And if you have other questions, you can ask in the comment area. And once I put back my glasses, I'll be able to see your question and answer them. So let's get started. So the first thing that I want you to just be at peace at within your heart is that your hair is growing. Are you listening? Your hair is growing. So why do you feel that your hair is not growing? Number one, your hair is growing as long as you are alive. Similar to your eyebrow hair grows, I need to get my wax. Your armpit hair grows, you shave it or don't shave it depending on your preference. Your pubic hair grows, you trim it, you don't trim it. Or you wax it depending on your preference. The hair on your hand they grow, but of course, even the hair on your hair grows, all hair grows at different intervals in your body. If you're enjoying this, click on the like button, and please feel free to support me by clicking on the star button. So let's tackle this reason why your hair is not growing. And I want you to know that if you're someone that you have questions and you don't feel like asking it in the general public, or you need more one-on-one help, listen, I am here to help you. I can be your hair coach, and I'll drop the information in the description area or in the comment area. You can always contact me and we'll have a one-on-one session together, and you show me everything going on, and I'll be able to tackle your problem individually. Okay, so let's do this. So all your hair on your body grows, right? But each hair has a terminal rate. Each hair has the rate at which it grows or how it grows. So, for example, the hair on your hand will never grow so long that you'll be able to put it in a ponytail or something. It's growing, but very, 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 very softly. The hair on your armpit grows, but it doesn't grow so much like the hair on your hair. The hair on your head, it grows, and the rate at which it grows, some people say between 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of growth per month. Now, if you are not, listen to this, this is the most important point. If you are not doing something to retain that growth, or if you are doing something that is damaging the hair, thereby you are not retaining that growth, that is when you will assume that your hair is not growing. So what are some things that you could be doing that will make it seem as if your hair is not growing? Number one, when you comb your hair, and you are combing your hair while it is dry, and you see the comb and a lot of hair is coming out of it, that is unnecessary hair loss. Hair loss that you don't have to lose, you are losing it because you're not combing your hair while it is moisturized. Number two, if you are taking care of your hair in a way where you are doing a hairstyle that is messing up your hair follicle, that is too tight, breaking your hair, that could also be another reason. Another thing is the medication you take. Medications you take can also interfere with your hair growth, causing you to have hair loss. Thereby, you might see my hair is thinning, I'm losing my hair, this high blood pressure medicine, this diabetic medicine, this and that is interfering. So another reason that it might seem as if your hair is not growing is the routine. You don't even have a hair routine. You don't have a hair routine that you're going by. So not having a hair routine, not understanding, today you hear that somebody uses rice water, you jump at it. Tomorrow you hear that somebody uses sand to grow their hair, you jump at it. You don't have a direction at which to go by to know that, okay, I do this, then that will, that's why it's, okay, I did change something and I see my hair is reacting. You don't have any direction. So you need to create a hair routine or hair regimen, and I can help you with that. You don't have to do it alone. I can help you with that, but you have to have a direction so that when things starts going haywire, you understand. Another reason why it seems that your hair is not growing is hormonal changes. I am going through my own menopausal hormonal changes. My body is changing. Things are not the way that they seem to be. And also, we don't keep mind that as we get older, in some cases, it affects our hair, it affects our skin, it affects our nails, it affects those last part of our body that actually gets nutrient. The next thing is what you eat. What are you eating? Are you eating foods that benefit your entire health? Are you drinking sweet stuff? Are you smoking? Are you taking stuff into your body that doesn't really help out? So I want to encourage you, look at all these factors. And if you look at all these factors and you can identify that, oh, you know what, I just had a baby not too long ago. Oh, so having a baby can cause what is known as postpartum shedding, which means our hair is coming out and it's normal. Oh, I didn't know it was normal. You see? You got to re-engineer your mind, rethink your mind. You can say, oh, wow, yes, I was taking a blood pressure medicine. Oh, let me go on Google. We're so blessed to have Google. Let me go on Google, and Google my blood pressure medicine, high blood pressure medicine, and hair loss. Oh my goodness, this high blood medicine actually causes hair loss. Let me talk to my doctor. Okay, so all these factors, my scalp is not really looking good. I've been having scalp issues. I've been dealing with it all my life, whatever, and my hair doesn't seem as if it's growing. It is like you having a farm or a garden and the soil is not doing well, and you keep on planting into the soil. Thank you so much, Jenny. And you keep on planting into the soil, and the soil is not bringing out any fruit, and you're like, why is this plant not growing? And you get so mad at the soil. Well, the soil is not fertile. Your scalp is not in a fertile state to have healthy follicles. There's so many factors out there. So individually, you can go and you can ask someone, how do I grow my hair? Why is my hair not growing? And the person say, use my oil medicine. Use this hair oil. This hair oil grew my daughter's hair down her back. But our daughter is younger. Our daughter doesn't have hormonal issues. Our daughter eats healthy. Our daughter doesn't have stress. Stress is also another factor. Insomnia, not sleeping, is another factor. So many factors. So what do I do when you come to me with questions like this and you're working with me one-on-one during my one-on-one coaching session? What I do is I sit down with you. I say, what is going on? How is your life? What is going on with your life? And my sessions are not expensive at all. I charge $20 for 30 minutes of sitting down with you and for my time working with you afterwards, right? $20, we curate all this stuff. You tell me what you're working on. You give me feedback. I ask you feedbacks. We go back and forth, right? And you get solutions and a peace of mind. So don't feel like you're all alone when you're struggling with, why is my hair not growing? My hair is not growing, this and that. I've tried everything. Yes, that's another thing. I get that all the time where people say, oh, I've tried everything. And then I'm like, everything? And they're like, yes, everything. I'm like, tell me about yourself. Well, okay, so I am, let's give an age. I'm 49 years old. And I'm like, okay, I have kids. I have a teenager at home. Oh, Lord, she stresses me. Oh, Lord, he stresses me out. I am so stressed out. I work in a place where I'm outside all the time. It's so hot. I'm having hot flashes. And, and I get home and you know what? My partner and I, my husband and I, we are having some difficulty. So I'm stressed out. And then I have another business I'm running. And so at night, I don't sleep. I sleep maybe like 3 hours and stuff. So, You see that small information that person just told me, and this a fictitious person, okay? It's not a real person. So that person tells me a couple of facts. And you know, our struggle that she came to me was her hair is not growing. And why is her hair not growing the way it wants? Number one factor, how old is she? She's 49, and I can see she has hot flashes. So she's going through stress. She's going through menopause, I should say. I can see she has a child, and she's going through some stressful time with a child. Okay, so she's having stress in her life. I can also see that, you know, she also has another business, okay? And that causes her to stay up at night and not get sleep, right? And then lastly, the fifth factor is she works outside and she's quite busy, so she doesn't have a routine that keeps her hair moisturized and stuff. So from that such person would go to someone and the person say, oh, go buy this ABC hair growth oil. And she'll be like, I threw that oil in my hair. I use that oil. It didn't do nothing. These 5 things are what is preventing you from seeing the hair growth retention. We don't want to say hair growth. This is the thing that stops that hair growth retention. Stress. Stress has been known scientifically to cause you to encounter hair loss. Stress. Not sleeping, lack of sleep. You can Google all this. You can go research all this. Lack of sleep affects your body. It affects your cell regeneration. It affects your body from getting that rest it needs and working well, right? Menopause. Menopause can affect your hair, okay? You can use like DHT blockers and all those other stuff, right? Then a job. The job that she works at. Hi, I see someone here. That's Diana. Okay, I have to squint. At work, she works outside. When she walks outside, her hair is exposed to the elements, heat, all that stuff. And then she doesn't have a hair routine. So she wakes up, she rushes to get her kid to school. She rushes to feed her husband and family. She rushes to take care of the house. She hasn't had much sleep, right? She's probably not drinking water, right? She's probably not eating healthy, right? Her skin is not good. I'm old. She's like all that stuff. Things are not going well. You know, she doesn't have a routine. She takes a bath. She doesn't even have time to moisturize her hair, and she slaps on something. She goes. So her hair is dry. What happens when things are dry? Dry hair, dry twigs, dry stick, they would break. So our hair is growing, but it is breaking at the same time. And when our hair is breaking, it is not retaining the growth that she gets. So that is why her hair is not growing. So what are some ways that she can reverse this situation? She needs to find a better way to manage her time. She needs to find a better way to manage her time. She could incorporate a child helping out in the house. She could incorporate some things like that. She could ask her spouse for help and stuff. She could also create a routine that she's able to stick on based on her lifestyle. Let me tell you something. Not everybody's hair routine will work for you. That is why we make the mistake. We find the hair routine and we try to follow it. But the hair routine doesn't match your lifestyle. Okay, Miss Adelby, there's a lady, Adelby, fictitious again. Adelby is a student. Adelby doesn't have a boyfriend, nothing. She's just her own life. She has a routine. Her hair is growing so well. She moisturizes her hair every day. She goes to class, she comes back, she does that. You know everything. You're a busy woman. You don't have all this time. You cannot follow her routine. You have health issues. She doesn't. You cannot follow her routine. And then there's Jenny over there. Jenny just had a baby. Okay, she's incorporating this, incorporating that. She has her own routine. You cannot follow her routine because your life is different. So when you come to me, we create a routine based on your own situation. Okay? And you can always use the Connect With Me link. There's a link in there that says one-on-one hair coaching, connect with me, and I'll work with you one-on-one. Now, this is the thing. Your hair, you might assume that why is my hair not growing the way it should grow? What do you mean? What is the way it should go? If you're looking at somebody else's hair and their hair is curly and whatever, and you assume your hair is going to be like that, no, there's genetics. Your way will grow the right way when you start paying good attention to it. If you neglect your hair will show it. Okay, so that is it for today, but let me take some questions, because some people are asking questions. So I'm going to go down the line and say hello and how are you to everyone. I see you, Juliet. Thank you for coming. Pamela, Arnetta, Judy. I see you, Kim. I see Jenny. Jenny says, hi, lovely lady. Thank you, Jenny. Diana, thank you so much for always coming. Nancy says, I'm surprised to hear that insomnia can stop your hair from growing. It is not stopping your hair from growing. Let's fix that. Insomnia does not stop your hair from growing. What stops your hair from growing is death. Death will stop your hair from growing. Insomnia could cause hair growth retention issues, hair loss issues, because insomnia, okay, when you don't sleep well, when you don't rest well, what happens sometimes you get sick because your body is not able to repair itself. So your body is not able to take care of itself. You're lethargic. You can't even focus well. So insomnia is one of the things that, sometimes we can't get away from it. Sometimes maybe some medications keep us up. We need to talk to our doctor. We need to just find a way around it. Okay? Let me go on. Laura says, thanks, ma, for the information. You're welcome, my dear. And I also see Anita. Anita says, good information. Would you lose? So this is a question from Anita. Anita says, will you lose your curl pattern if you get your hair blown out straight? Okay. So if you get your hair blown out straight without heat protectant, your hair is in danger of getting heat damage. Heat damage is the one that damages your curl pattern, your hair texture. Even if you use a heat protectant and you use some kind of heat that your hair doesn't like, you are still at risk. So anytime you use heat in your hair, you are at risk of getting heat damage from your hair. So it's always good to go low heat to up. What I mean is that start off with gentle heat. And if you want to keep on using it, just be mindful in the back of your head that heat can always cause damage. So you have to be mindful of that. So not all heat causes damage. I use the Revere. I'm going to show you how it is now. This is the box of the Revere. So I use the Revere right there. And the Revere is one that is like a reverse heat. So it doesn't put heat into your hair. It kind of reverses the heat. So I use it for my daughter. I use it for myself. And we've never got heat damage before. But if you straighten your hair with a straightening comb and you don't do it the right way, or you use too much of the heat, it could cause that issue. So yeah, so just use it at your own risk. Okay, let's see any other question. And always feel free to ask the questions in the comment area. Even after this live, I will always go back and answer them. Okay, so yeah, but I don't want to keep you guys too long. I don't like making my lives way too long. I want you to get the information that you need. You're welcome, Nancy. And Nancy, I will actually put up an article about insomnia and hair growth and hair loss. So watch out for that. I think after this live, I'll go and write up something that I've written up a while ago and bring it onto here so that you guys can have the information. But thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. And remember, I'm here for you. And don't feel you can do this alone. I'm always here for you. Okay? Take care.